Hi, this is Steven at Classic Typewriter. I'm going to give you a quick demo of this 1930 Underwood number 5. So this is a desktop machine, weighs between 30 and 40 pounds. Very heavy thing. These are designed just to stay on the desktop. The benefit of that is that they're pretty resilient to dust, and you can tell that's been thought into the design. Like there's covers in the area where dust would gather, so you can brush it off. You might still consider using a typewriter cover, though it's just not as necessary. There's also the pieces are bigger and there's just more space between. Like in the segment, it's more airy. This one comes with black keytops. Again, I said it's from about 1930. This is a later, more evolved version. Like this red, white, and black ribbon selector changed. There's a few other small feature changes. This one's nice because all this metal is in a black finished here, corrosion resistant. This one's sort of stands out because the decal has the two colors still. There's all this fine line work that is maintained. And then this logo up here is very beautiful. That's not always, usually this is all fairly worn out. So let's look at some of the features. You can tell this will ratchet line by line unless you pull this out, and then it'll smoothly roll if you want to just pull the paper out, and that will do the same. This is the carriage release lever on that side, and this is the carriage release lever on this side. Back in the day, carriage return levers were on either side. This one has one here, obviously, and then there's also this thumb hook here in case you need to pull it that way. This is a paper support. In the older model, these had little rollers. Now they just hold the paper in the center. These two other paper holders slide to the side and hold down the paper. See if you can see what's in here. In here, there are these little, these hold like card holders. They fold in and out. This ribbon feeds this way, and there's a spring piece in here that'll auto reverse the ribbon as needed. So when that runs out on one side, it'll auto reverse. You can also reverse with this interesting mechanism. You push this in and turn, it'll turn the ribbon one way. Pull it out, it'll turn the ribbon the other way. So that's kind of a cool, has kind of a steampunk quality, just being able to see the gear and the mechanics inside. Left and right margin, nice and accessible from the front. This will release if you hit the end of the margin, you'll hear that bell, and then this will allow you to type a few characters more this way. Now that's stuck in there for the moment. There we go. This is the tabs. These fold down, you slide them to where you want to set the tabs. They're very resilient. There's 3 little notches to hold it instead of the customary 1. So you could probably hit that thing with a hammer. Anyway, when you push the tabular key that it's called, it'll go to the next tab. This is the obvious backspace key. Sometimes it needs a bit of pressure. This is the 2-tone ribbon selector, which is not moving right this second. We'll free that up shortly. Right carriage knob. This releases the rollers so you can straighten your paper as needed. This is a left side page guide, so that does slide back and forth. I would lift it a little while sliding, or you'll grind these decals off over time. You see how it slides on a rear rail back here. Here's a giant mainspring with a nice piece of string that's very thick, like a band. This will show you where the center of the page is. Or where the center of the platen is. This is how you do single, double, and triple line spacing with the switch. Fairly straightforward on that. And line that up where you want it. Paper feeds pretty easily in general. These are designed so that the paper comes through these ends, so they have to be over far enough. The margins. So you put the page where you want it, and then you put the margin there. Well, this side goes with this margin. It's a little bit counterintuitive. Right margin, left margin. That's why this ruler bar is reversed. And you put this side where you want it. You're going to move this to meet it. So there we go. Henry Miller used one of these, and many other legendary writers have. You can tell it has a kind of a, it's got a nice quality of movement that really gets you that tangible typewriter feel, which I like. And it's just so sturdy and stable that you can really focus on the machine, whereas most portables, when you return the carriage, they'll shift gradually like that, particularly without a typewriter pad. And these will just stay still. These feet are pretty soft. You can get new ones that have been 3D printed. So I hope that helps get you started on this Underwood desktop Model 5 from 1930. And let me know if you have additional questions. Enjoy the writing. Thank you.